This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed actor, singer, dancer, baker, director, choreographer. He does it all, Mr. David T. Morris. But before we get to our interview, here is just a sneak peek at the incredible talent of David T. Morris with Club B&B.
I don't belong here. Oh, oh, she's running out the door. She's running out. Run, run, whatever you want, loosen up, loosen up. You gotta squeeze a little, tease a little more. Easy operator, come on, knock on my door. Sometime, anytime, sugar meets sweet. Little Miss finishing sugar. Yeah.
Well, hello, David. How are you?
I'm awesome. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm doing so much better now that we are speaking, now that the audience has seen your talent, but also in between while we were watching your incredible talent, that as the director you are, you just wanted to, oh, I don't know, put a little floral arrangement downstage right, because why not?
It broke off and I couldn't waste it. So here it is.
David, you're an incredible talent. We were speaking off camera. I love the fact that you're so incredibly unapologetic. We will get to all of that, but first and foremost, David T. Morris, I want to know, where were you born and when did you realize that you had such a great singing voice?
I was born and raised in Compton, California. For those who don't know, that is the hood. I'm 6 of 8 kids, and my parents knew it was time to, go somewhere else for us. And so we moved to Los Alamitos, which there's a School of the Arts in California, something like FAME. And I was in the 5th grade, and it was just a random, just talent show. And I was brave enough to show up. And at that time, I was in 5th grade listening to Luther Vandross. And I showed up to the talent show in the 5th grade, and I sang a Luther Vandross song with the cassette tape karaoke.
I can't with you.
And,
what did you sing?
I sang Here and Now. I sang Here and Now, and I was in the 5th grade, and I was singing Here and Now in the 5th grade. It's 5th grade with your voice, and it's I was just so in love with that sound and imitating that sound that even in the 5th grade, I did it, and I was shaking and gonna explode inside. But the way the other kids and people that I didn't know, because I was also new here,
right?
The way they looked at me and the way they responded made me realize that not only did I love doing something, but they loved hearing it.
David, that is so beautiful. And again, since 5th grade, here you are in a vulnerable place in a new city, the new kid on the block. And here you are just unapologetically standing downstage center, singing what some people might say oh, who the hell's that 5th grader, singing about that when he hasn't even lived life. But you said F it, and you just did it because you love it. And I mean, and just moving forward, it just seems like your whole career has just been these beautiful moments, almost like a rock skipping across a lake, these little moments of the rock landing that you've been able to pick up along the way through the array of jobs and gigs and experiences. You've been picking up these tools along the way to put in the tool belt. I'm curious to know, David, was there an aha moment for you professionally when you were on stage and you said, I'm home?
There was so many. Um, I worked for Disney for a long time, and I was so fortunate because it introduced me to this huge family of performers. I mean, it's like, you know, for 20 years they've been in my life. I have 20-year plus relationships with people where it's like, oh my God, you knew me when I was 17 years old. You know, it's like, and now I'm only 27.
That's
I
right.
can't I can't do math. No, it's like I'm so proud to be 43 and know that it's like, wow, it's like, look at these people who've been in my life for so long. So I think definitely doing Aladdin, a stage, you know, a full musical stage show at a 2,000 seat theater, you know, for 8 years, you know, like a machine, you know, in this show was like, I was home every day. You know, it was
How
like for
amazing is that? I
it's
mean,
insane how many shows. If the show ran for 13 years, you know, so it's like it was a strong moving machine that support. You know, it's like so many
do
people.
you know Lance Roberts?
I know Lance Roberts. He's amazing. It's
We know so many people. My head is spinning right now. Lance is one of the first
he's
people I met.
incredible, legend.
Well, but
Yeah,
when I'm talking with you, I'm like, of course you know Lance, because again, it's these kind people in the business that you somehow eventually meet. And you're one of them, David. And I did some stalking on you and other people we know in common. And it's these kind people that stick with you because at the end of the day, and correct me if I'm wrong, in a business that's so tough and so tough that it's the vibrations of these positive lights that help us keep moving forward. I'm curious,
absolutely.
did you have any inspirations along the way, David, where maybe it wasn't such a great time that like really helped you get up and out of your own way to keep moving forward?
I guess at the same rate, it's the same thing. You know, it's like after having a very long career, you know, with a company like Disney and being attached to something for so long, that's a long relationship. It's like theater meets, you know, a business, a world of just like it's like the
And
steady.
it's security. It's a
Yeah, that's
security.
security. You know, it's like, and you know, at one point, you know, after Aladdin closed, I was doing a lot of shows, you know, in Vegas, traveling on cruise ships, getting my feet wet with recording in California, everything that the hustle and bustle of it takes of like, you've got talents, use all of them. And I like to be creative and I like to direct myself. And I booked Frozen, and Frozen was this huge thing. I was the king in Frozen. It's like this big black man is the king of a show that's like after 20 years of like it's like childhood dream coming true of like I could have never been this. um I took a leap of faith and I moved across the country. I gave it all up and I moved across the country to work, you know, in South Carolina, in Myrtle Beach, in a foreign place, directing, costuming, creating, performing, in a theater that literally someone handed me the keys. There were a lot of really like, you know, it's like it was incredibly successful, incredibly quick because my heart was completely in it and I had
Mm.
nothing else to do but that. Literally packed a car and my dog and walked into an apartment with just white walls and I built the most incredible thing ever. And as soon as I realized not only was I there alone and didn't have friends, you know, so my only friend was to create and make
Mm.
it as extravagant and beautiful and perfect as possible. But the people, I saw that they weren't willing to maintain that level of excellence. And I had to do something that I'd never done before was even though I completely left California, went to the side of the country, other side of the country, and had something great there, but I realized that it's like the people that I'm working with are not the quality of people that I see in my future.
Mm.
It brought me to New York. I quickly had to make the decision that it's like, you've experienced a level of professionalism,
That's
you've
right.
experienced a level of excellence to the point that even if you're willing to do everything you can to share that and humble yourself
Mm,
and be kind to people
mm,
and develop people. It's like I realized that being there, that it's like, this is the level of talent I'm working with. I cannot afford to say no. I have to develop and be
mm,
a person and get the best out of everyone, because you have
mm.
no idea. Um, Even then, I realized it's like, time, you did your part, time to go to New York. And now, like you said, it's like I'm the new kid on the block in New York still, on a road of self-discovery always, but still really grounded in like who I am. And I have to see strong in who I am to meet the people that I want to work with, and have the things that I want.
Oh, David, again, I'm looking at your life. I can't get this image of the lake with the rock skipping. You are taking along the way with you not only experiences, but you are a show don't tell example for the young David T. Morrises out there, that there are going to be moments where growth can only truly happen when you step into your own power and risk it all. But at the same time, you're not risking it all, because you take all of those experiences and tools with you along the way. And also, what a beautiful experience you had in Myrtle Beach, and that you looked at something that some people might look at as a negative, but that the fact that you looked at it as an opportunity to step into your power and to say, I know what excellence is. This isn't it. This isn't serving me well. This isn't going to serve anyone well. I now need to do fully David. And here you are in New York, new kid on the block, yes, but again, I just mentioned one person whom we both know in common. You now know me, and you probably know dozens upon dozens. That how cool at the ripe young age of 43 years old, that you are now once again, that kid going to be stepping down stage center, singing a Vandross song. And here you are. And I just am so effing excited for you. I'm sorry I just went on a soapbox moment, but I've been thinking about this for a while now at 30,000 feet, and you can appreciate what that's like. And I don't know, you've always effing succeeded when you have put yourself in vulnerable positions. And I'm just effing thrilled for you. Anyway, back to you, David T.
I love it. I
That
love
wasn't a
your
question. That was just me on my soapbox about you. I guess my final question for you, David T, is the fact, what are you most looking forward to as things start to open up? Is it getting out there and auditioning? Is it going out there and creating? Is it going out there and just doing it all in this now buffet table that is New York City, with all of the possibilities at your fingertips?
I'm excited about the feeling of the nerves of that moment right before the show starts. Um, Especially, it's like, there's showing up and working, but I have specific goals that are on my calendar. I'll say on my calendar, because it's like
I love that.
it's on its way. It's
Yes.
just like when when it arrives. But those moments of knowing that this is huge, this is what I'm thinking of. So there's those nerves, and there's also being excited over the nerves of like, okay, there's things that I have written down in my head, and all I have to do is press play, and then I have to do it.
Ooh.
So it's like it's like there, and just also the momentum of, because things have opened. I like to stay busy, so like even this time, it's like I'm happy that I had to carve this time out, because it's been like hustle. We're back on the hustle. It's like there's
That's
do what you
right.
got to not just survive here, but thrive here.
David, I'm so grateful that we are finally now connected, and we will continue to be in touch. I know that for sure. I want to let the audience know, for more on the incredible David T. Morris, you can read more about him right below this video. And David, I just want to say again, not only to the young David T. Morrises of the world, but I'm thinking of the young Wills of the world now as well. Someone who is truly not only an artist, a human who represents the power of positive thinking, gratitude, and manifestation. You've been doing it your whole life. And the life that you've built for yourself is absolutely incredible, with all of the experiences that no one will ever be able to take away from you. And I know you know this, but I'm just here to affirm the best is truly, truly yet to come for David T. Morris. And I'm so excited to be able to see it. And also maybe, hey, who knows? We may be in the sandbox together one day, my friend. I would love it.
Cheers to that.